So this is the Moon Camp Challenge, and using Tinkercad, I am challenging you to make a moon camp or a moon base. So there's lots for you to think about. I'm going to take you through some examples, and I'm going to get you thinking about some things that you will need to include on this base. So here we've got one. This one is probably the best example I've ever seen. In fact, it's probably the best thing I've ever seen designed in Tinkercad. So you've got the surface of the moon at the top there, and we've obviously got some power sources, and we've got transportation as well, so we can see some moon rovers, we can see solar panels there as well. And if we look underneath the surface, we can see we've got the main structures. So why have they put it underneath the surface? Well, I imagine that's for protection. You know, we've got things like meteors, and we've got radiation on the surface of the moon. And we've got fluctuating temperatures as well. If you're underground, you've got a more stable temperature. So we've got to think about living quarters. You know, where are these astronauts going to live, and where are they going to work, and what are all the systems that are going to support their life? Let me show you some more examples. Here we have a transportation system, so a moon rover, or this one's actually a Mars rover. So you might need to design that as a part of the overall moon camp. Here we have a much simpler design, but we can see we've got spaces here to grow food. So food production is going to be a really important part of this. Here we've got another design, and again it's going underground. You also need to think about how does everything connect, okay? So all these different parts of your moon base, they need to connect. So we can see some living quarters there. So what do people need in order to be able to live? You know, well, they're going to need somewhere to sleep, they're going to need somewhere to wash, they're going to need somewhere to cook, eat, exercise, relax, store things, and they need somewhere to work. Now, it depends on what type of work they're going to be doing, but I'm going to imagine they're going to be scientists. And they'll be maintaining the actual moon base as well. So we might need some labs, okay, and maybe some workshops. This moon camp only needs to accommodate 2 astronauts. Here is another design. It's not clear whether that's underneath or on the surface. So you can see the different areas that I've thought about. That looks like a lab down there, it looks like living quarters. Here we've got another design, so partially underground, partially above ground. We've got our power sources thought about. There's no thought here about transportation. Also, what you need to think about is how are spaceships going to dock easily with your moon base to bring supplies and to take astronauts backwards and forwards. And what about waste as well? Waste management is a really important thing. So how can waste be managed in terms of food, water, and the stuff that comes out of us as well? Really good connections between all the different areas, and it's clear what they are. We've got a gym over here. Maybe some communication, some satellites. So astronauts need to be able to communicate. And here we've got a base on top of the moon's surface. Although it's a really nice design, they haven't gone into detail about all the different areas and what's going to be inside of them. So you will also see in the video section, there are lots of videos, really short ones, they're quite interesting, explaining all the different challenges and things you need to think about for people living and working on the moon. So just to recap, in Tinkercad, you're going to design a moon base, and you need to think about the living and working facilities, so where they're going to sleep, wash, cook, eat, exercise, relax, work, and store things. There might be other things that I haven't thought about as well. How's the space going to be powered? What are you going to do about transportation? Not just a moon rover to get to different parts of the moon, but how are the astronauts getting around the actual moon base? How are spacecraft going to dock? What's happening with the waste? Also, consider recycling. How are the astronauts going to be protected from meteors and radiation? How is food going to be produced? How are the astronauts going to communicate? And where are you going to get your water from as well? Good luck, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing what you create.